Modern web services are being increasingly built up of tens or even hundreds of resources which live in the cloud, such as databases, computing clusters, API gateways, and many more. As our stacks increase in complexity, the need to effectively manage these resources also increases. A popular solution is infrastructure as code. This is where we write descriptions of our stacks into text files, allowing us to deploy, update, and destroy entire stacks with one command. We can also then manage versions of the stack description using source control, and can easily share it with other people so that they can create similar stacks. Many tools use static template files to describe the stack, but some developers find these inflexible. For example, what if we have resources which we only create in certain circumstances? What if we want to create a large array of similar resources? What if we need to read from a file or an API to decide what parameters a resource should have? Although there are often solutions to these problems, some people find that template files can become convoluted and difficult to read as a result. An alternative is to use a tool which allows us to describe the stack using something like a high-level programming language. This can make the code more readable and is flexible, as we can just use familiar language constructs like if statements and for loops to control the creation of resources. It can also make some things more intuitive, such as passing values between resource parameters. Pulumi's selling point is that it supports multiple cloud providers and allows you to write infrastructure in popular languages such as JavaScript, TypeScript, and Python. Here's an example of a Pulumi program, which describes some resources across two different providers. Running this program itself does not create the resources, it simply generates a description of the stack we want to create. We have to invoke the Pulumi tool to actually deploy resources. When we do this, Pulumi shows us a preview of what it's about to do, to confirm we're OK with it. Pulumi then performs the deployment, dealing with some of the difficult problems for us, such as which resources have changed since the last deployment and which haven't. What order should they be created in, given that some resources depend on others? And are there any circular references? If we change our Pulumi program and redeploy, Pulumi will only update the necessary resources. We can also destroy the whole stack or duplicate it into a stack with a different name, all with a single command. There are other useful features too. Pulumi helps to manage per environment configuration and helps us to pass secret values into the stack in a secure way. And although it already has support for the major cloud providers and many other cloud-based services, you can even write your own provider for services which it doesn't already support. So if you want to have your entire stack managed in a single place, using a language you're familiar with, even if you're using multiple cloud providers, then Pulumi is definitely a great candidate. If you enjoyed this video and would like to help us make more, then please click the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching.